It is Monday, September 7th. Happy Labor Day to all you that are enjoying it at the lake. Speaking of the lake, big event happened this weekend. All across this great nation, it seemed like. We had a big old Trump parade, and it looked amazing. Seeing those flags flying free in the sky, just looking at them. So majestic. Remember, you still have time to register to vote for November, if you haven't yet. Big news coming this week. College football returns this week. We're so excited for that. And can't wait to get that going. Also, I did my very first play-by-play for the Archer City Wildcats. Yeah, but I'm still working on the sound. But yeah, so we didn't go to Big O this weekend. Instead, we went to Canton. Since Big O got rained out. Went to Canton to the first Monday trade days. And I tell you, if you've never been, it's really interesting. They've got everything and anything you need. They've got it all from shoes to goats. I mean, just everything. But, so we went for our first time, and we go down there, and we're just looking around. Well, long story short, we come home with a dog. And that's right, we have a new addition to the Crow family. We have Dot. Dot is a blue heeler. Stands about, yay tall. And, yeah, so a new addition to the Big Crow family here. What else happened this week? I'm going to ask my special co-host for this episode. What else happened this week? Well, you gotta come down here and say it. That's right, folks. We have Zack Crow as the co-host for this episode. Say hello, Zack.
Hi.
To the audience. We will be interviewing Zack after the first commercial break. So, Zack, how did you like Canton?
I liked it. It was hot and it was full of junk, but it ended up being fun because it was a large flea market. You know, they had everything. I guess I didn't actually go to the dog town.
Me and Zack actually went on an expedition of our own. If you've ever seen the Whiskey Myers song, Broken Window Serenade, if you ever wondered if the timeout off 155 is real, let me tell you, it is. We found that, and that was pretty cool getting to see that, huh, Zack?
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. And then we stayed in Tyler, Texas. Went to a jalapeno tree, if all y'all local listeners are listening. If you remember when we had one of those in Wichita, it's just the same, except you can't get the free ice cream due to COVID, which that sucked. I was really looking forward to the free ice cream, but couldn't get it, could we, Zack?
Nope.
Zack's a man of few words.
Yep.
Zack, are you excited about football season this week?
I'm really excited. Go Pokes.
Who else are you cheering on?
Dallas Cowboys.
And we're going to try to get Zack to go to his first ever Orchard City football game this weekend.
Go Windthorst.
Yes, that is right. Archer City plays Windthorst this weekend, and that is, I mean, let me tell you, these two teams hate each other. This is like Battle of Tobacco Road. Of course, Windthorst got the upper hand last year, 28-20, so Archer City will be trying to come back and defend on their home turf. And the dogs are getting a little rowdy over here, so I had to move the cord a little bit. So sorry if you couldn't hear me for a second. All right, well, DQ says, we back! Texas football, literally. But anyways, with that being said, I think we're going to go to our first commercial break and come back and interview Zack Crow. And we'll be right back after these messages and a word from our sponsors. Hey, you there. Yeah, you there listening to this. Are you sure? Have you ever wondered about making a podcast? Well, let me tell you. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are certain tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. In one place, yeah. It's not just a scam. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And let me tell you, you won't be disappointed. So if you're listening to this, go to Anchor FM or download the app to get started, and you can make a podcast like it's Crow time. All right, and we're back here live on Something to Crow About. We're still working on the crow sound. Hold on one second. Old Dot's still getting into it. So, I'm here with Zack Crow. Yay!
Howdy.
Woo, Zack! Yeah! All right, Zack. You're a singer-songwriter from Faxon, Oklahoma.
Originally.
You're like a brother to me. Have been for 22 years. Let's see, what else? You're a janitor at the school.
I'm not a janitor. I'm actually technically a maintenance.
Sorry, maintenance man.
I do that Monday through Friday, and on the weekends I play music.
And he's also working in the corner.
Oh,
Nah, I'm just kidding. But, okay, so, well, just tell us, how did you get, get started?
I just kind of taught myself how to play guitar, and one summer, and learned how to play some songs, and I guess I tried to sing a little bit too. Still working on that, but yeah, I just kind of started doing that probably, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago, and just started looking around, playing different places, and so yeah, that's kind of how I got started.
Who's your biggest influences?
Really, I grew up on a lot of old country, and old rock and roll, but I would say a lot of my biggest influences are guys like Johnny Cash, George Jones, Garth Brooks, even like, some of those guys from the 90s too. But
Okay, and so, what's the plan? Are you wanting to move down here to Wichita Falls full time, or?
I don't know yet.
So do you have a band?
I do. 2 guys from right here in Wichita. Mackie Devine on the bass and Cody Choate on drums. We are a 3-piece right now.
Are you
play lead and rhythm?
I was about to say, so you said you're 3-piece right now. Are y'all wanting to add a lead player in the near future?
If we found the right fit, yes. but we haven't been able to find the right guy for it. We've had guys come and fill in, but nobody that's played full time. Of course, this 3-piece lineup works really good for us because us three, we've been together the longest. We always practice together, and we're the ones who know the songs, and so we get along really well. So it works out better as a 3-piece. But yes, it'd be great to add another guy, full time lead player. But until then, we'll just stay a 3-piece.
So, any music out right now?
Not right now. Hopefully, in the future, we'll be working on it.
Excuse me, sorry. So, you said you're currently in the studio. So what kind of band are y'all? Are y'all a cover band? Are y'all all originals? Are you a Luke Combs cover band? I bet you get that a lot.
I do. Technically, I like to say our music's Americana, I guess, kind of, or all country, whatever. I don't really like the term. I don't really like being called like Texas country, or because we're more than country. We're a little bit of rock too, and more lyric-based stuff. Because sometimes it just turns into, some of that music tends to not be the best lyrical music, and I'm a songwriter. I like to make sure my songs have good lyrics.
So, do you have any merch out? Do y'all have a website that the listeners can go look up and see?
Not right now. We're working on that currently. We just got a new logo, so we're going to be working on some new merch with that logo. So until then, we don't have anything yet.
What about endorsements? Do you have any endorsements?
Not at the moment. We are working out deals. We're trying to get a lot of things together for this year. A lot of big things, and we're talking to a few people for endorsements. We're given some things by Red Dirt Hat Company. I definitely wear their hats. We love those guys. We don't have a formal endorsement, but they did hook us up with some cool hats for sure.
Yeah, Justin always seems to hook you up. I have a few. My fiance gets mad at me because she says I have too many hats, and then all of a sudden, Justin's like, "You need to get this hat, man." So Justin always hooks you up with great hats, and yes, we want to always thank our good buddies at Red Dirt Hat Company for making such a great product. If you haven't checked them out on Facebook, Red Dirt Hat Company, and I believe their website will be on there too. But yeah, Justin always has a great line of hats. Are you signed with anybody, like any management companies?
No, not right now.
Were you ever signed with anybody? Because I heard there was rumors that you were signed with Crowfoot Entertainment.
Yes, we did work with them for a little bit before they ceased business operations. But we're not doing anything at the moment.
Ceased business operations. You look like you just dragged in here.
Just came in from a vacation.
Vacation, that's all around nice. Yeah, I heard about you were talking. You were telling me about the first place y'all were going to stay at. How rough was it?
It's pretty rough.
Tell everybody what the Motel 6 in Sherman, Texas looked like.
Well, I'm not trying to dog on them, but I don't know, we pulled up and we just saw some sketchy looking people out there, and I didn't think I wanted to stay there. But that's just me, I don't know.
And that's pretty surprising because you have put me in we've stayed in some pretty sketchy places, haven't we?
We have, man. I like to save money. A lot of times I don't judge, but man, this one.
It must have been pretty bad. So did you enjoy? I saw that you enjoyed the jalapeno tree so much that you and your mother went there last night for dinner. How was it?
It was great. I love it.
It was great. Oh man, yeah. Any new music coming out?
Well, like I said earlier, we're working on something to hopefully get music out. I mean, we haven't actually started recording yet.
Have you written any new songs?
Yes, we've written I've written new songs, but until we actually start recording, I mean, I don't know when we'll have it out.
All right, and so where can the listeners go find you for social media?
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook is just Zack Crow, or you can type in @Zack Crow Music all together. ZACKCROW and then music. That's for Facebook. You can find a few videos, some events, and lots of posts about where I'm going to be and what's going on, and some information. And then Instagram is underscore Zack Crow Music. I believe I just changed the name, so I gotta check. Or it's Zack Crow underscore ZACKCROW underscore. And you can find some pictures, see what's going on with me, where I'm at. And then Twitter is @TheRealZackCrow.
The real Zack
I
Crow.
don't really tweet a whole lot. I try to, but a lot of people like using Twitter, so I did make one for that.
So,
But
would you say that you're more like I mean, your lyrics aren't like it, but you're more like Coetzel when it comes to music, not really country, more rock?
I wouldn't say I'm Coetzel. I don't like to compare myself to other people, but I guess you could say I am more rock than country.
I was just saying, wouldn't you put y'all's music in the same genre?
Oh, I don't know.
Kind of this new country rock that has been coming out here lately with some great bands, by the way. Great music, and yeah. So, I understood, I saw in your Facebook that you were at the Pink Pistol last night.
Yes, you were there too.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't last night, it was yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, me and Zach went to the Pink Pistol because the girls wanted to go. Well, we ended up finding the wine bar at the 55
Red 55.
Red 55 Winery. Never been to a wine... Yeah, owned by Miranda Lambert. Never been much of a wine guy. I'm more of a beer guy. Of course, this guy, he'll drink anything. You had tried some wine at the Canton deal, didn't you?
I think so. Yeah, I did.
So, it was... They cost us $5 to try 4 wines, so... I mean, looking back, it was kind of a rip-off, but...
It wasn't a rip-off, dude. You got 4 drinks for $5. That's pretty good.
Yeah, me and Zach were joking. If you mentioned Evan Felker, you get 50% off. But
Get kicked out.
it was funny because Zach plays at Old Red, and he's at the Pink Pistol, and I said, and they had a PA there, and the bartender really didn't understand what we were saying. But she was like, "It's just for display." And I was like, "Zach, I'll get you a gig at the Pink Pistol." And it's like, "Get to gig at the Pink Pistol," and the Old Red says, "No more," or something, But so yeah, we went to the Pink Pistol and we tried some wine, and that was the first time I've tried wine, and it was what about the carrot? I mean, the carrot. There was one called Kerosene. Of course, they would go along with her music, And it was called kerosene. It burned like drinking kerosene, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. It did.
But yeah, so were you able to stop at Buc-ee's? That's always a good stop when you go travel Texas.
Yeah, I stopped on the way down there. We stopped in Terrell. Not Buc-ee's in Terrell.
Terrell. Yep.
Well, I appreciate you having me, Emmett.
Oh, no problem. So we'll try to do this again. But thank you for tuning in, and I wish we could hear you play, but you said you didn't bring your guitar in. Can we play a song off your Facebook on here? Go check
I think they can go. They can just go check it out and listen to it for themselves if they want to.
All right.
I don't know if there's, but they can check it out. So.
All right. Maybe next time we have you on here, we'll do a live performance.
Maybe I'll actually have some music out on Spotify and iTunes by then.
Maybe you'll be living in a bus. Heck yeah, man. We'll be hitting the road. So, with that being said, folks, we're going to wrap things up. We want to thank Zack Crow for being our first musical guest on something on It's Crow Time. Woo! Yeah! Zack Crow, woo! And, thanks, man, and hopefully we can do it again sometime.
All right, bro. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem. All right, folks, with that being said, we're going to end this show right now. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, go like us on Facebook. And if you ain't doing anything this weekend, go support the local music. We got some great shows coming up. I know we've got Cody Hibbert and Cody West locally here at Lawton. The night before, we got Wynn Williams and Chris Shackelford at Jordan Craft. So, a lot of great local music to go listen to. But yeah, if you're not local, if you're like in Canada or something and they got in Coulter Wall or somebody's playing, just go support the local artists. And yeah, with that being said, we're gonna end it right here. And good night, everybody.